Well, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Scout Tactical channel. So today, a review of two separate really good priced first aid kits made from two different companies that I think when combined make one heck of a first aid kit solution. Now, it doesn't matter if you want a kit for the shooting range when you're going, you want a kit for your car, you want a kit for hunting, something like that, or maybe something to leave on your ATV while you're hunting. I think that these have a lot of uses and the price is right. So what we have today is the Adventure Medical Kits, which is AMK. I've shown these kits before. This is the Whitetail, the second up in their level of 4, the Whitetail series kit, $39.99. We have over here the Rothco Molly Trauma Kit, $48.99. Combined, less than 90 bucks and some great stuff. So let me kind of show you what you have. In my opinion, the Rothco kit is called a trauma kit. In my opinion, it's more for your combat-oriented stuff, your shooting sports-oriented, you know, major blood stoppage, things like that. So really more of a trauma kit, as the name implies. Whereas the Whitetail kit from AMK, still really good, but it's more of your first aid kit, right? More scratches and boo-boos. It's more comprehensive on that level. It has some guides and some things like that, and I'll go through both and kind of show you what you're getting. Now, I do want to tell you, I got both of these kits from campingsurvival.com. They did email me, ask me if I wanted to review them. I said, yeah, but they didn't pay me to do the review. So I'm going to be as honest as I can. I got 2 free first aid kits out of this, but I'm totally doing this on my own, as I do every review. I've never been paid for a review yet, and I hopefully never will. So on this side, the Rothco Molly Tactical Trauma Kit, you get it in a more tactical-oriented, Molly-capable pouch, right? It's 8 by 7 by 3 deep, 8 by 7 by 3, and it has dual zippers that come down and it kind of clamshells on you. It has elastic here, as you can see, to kind of keep it from falling all the way open and knocking all your stuff out. Now, when it comes from the store, you actually get all your contents in just this one big plastic bag inside the pouch. That's fine. It lets you organize everything like you want to. So here's kind of what I did. I put some of the littler items out on the table to show you, because it's hard to see them if you're jamming them in all these straps. So it has 3 levels of double straps of Molly down here, 2 big wide ones kind of for a larger compartment at the top. What I did is I put the shears that come with it, the EMT shears, and then all your major blood stopper stuff at the top, right? So it's easy to get to. I'm thinking a police situation, maybe this is on your vest, maybe this is on your go bag or something like that, you know, your first responder bag. So blood stoppers right out of the top, right? And in there they have 2 big rolls of gauze, 2 big trauma pads, these are 4x4s, and 1 big ABD pad. These are all, of course, sterile. So a bunch of pads there, a bunch of stuff for compression to try to get the blood stopped, right? On the bottom side, they have a big Ace type bandage. It's not an Ace brand bandage, but you know what I'm saying, a stretchy bandage for tying up an arm or something like that, or a sprained ankle. And then they have this, which is a triangle bandage. I just kind of folded it in half, stuffed it in the top half of that. So a triangular bandage, again, for an arm, making a sling, what have you. They also had some nitrile gloves. Now, I know all my police brothers out there, you probably already have some gloves in your kit somewhere, maybe in your pants pocket, a little pouch on your belt, what have you. But it does come with some gloves, which are handy. I've run into more than one occasion where I didn't have them when I needed them, or they were back in the car with all my gear when I really needed them on a scene. So that's there. That's kind of what comes in the pouch, what I put in the pouch. And of course, again, this little stuff also comes in it. So you have multiple sizes of Band-Aids, right? Just regular Band-Aid, not Band-Aid brand, but bandages. Some antiseptic wipes, some aspirin, a smelling salt, which is pretty unique. You don't see those a lot anymore in regular first aid kits. Some tape, safety pins, first aid cream, and some tweezers. And so that's kind of what's in this kit. Again, $48.99, this alone, pretty good, right? I would like to see some Quick Clot, but AMK makes $19.99. They have that trauma kit that has Quick Clot. Maybe you could throw that in there, because there is ample room once you get all this stuff in there. Okay, on to the other side. Again, a little more tame, a little more consumer-driven instead of maybe tactical or law enforcement-driven, right? A little more consumer-driven because everything's labeled. On the Adventure Medical Kits Whitetail, you have wound care, sprain and blister stuff, so it's all kind of labeled up here. And then down here you have stop bleeding. Okay, so in the top, these zipper pouches, and again, a lot fancier pouch. You're going to have also tape, so there's a lot of duplicates in this, right? You're going to have a pouch with all your antiseptic wipes and stuff like that. Another wipe, you have Band-Aids, right? Not Band-Aid brand, but AMK brand. Bandages. You have also a ace bandage type, which you had in there. And you have one little roll of gauze. In here you also have a bunch of directions, 2 or 3 of these little flat trauma pads, but they're real small compared to the ones that come in the Rothco kit. You have, again, some more gauze, a square gauze and a round gauze, and that's about it. You do have a irrigation deal in there and some directions. Again, when the first aid thing happens, when the emergency's happening, it's not really the time to start reading the directions. So if you don't know what you're doing or you're not quite sure what this stuff is used for, read some directions, watch some videos, practice, go take a first aid course from the Red Cross, something like that. Maybe your local police or fire department offers something like that. At the bottom, we have, it's called the Stop Bleeding, even though a lot of your gauze and stuff and pads are up at the top. For whatever reason, it has a bleeding and CPR card, which is cool. Again, learn this first. One little pair of gloves, baby pair of gloves. This kit had some as well. One more pad, and this is a thicker kind, like the trauma kit came with. EMT shears, like the other one came with. Some safety pins, and over here, a little bag of medications. So those medications are real handy. Of course, there's not many of them in there, but it is stuff for like anti-diarrheal, anti-allergy, you know, a Benadryl style of things, some aspirin, some ibuprofen, stuff like that. So 2 really good kits. Again, both either could do the job by themselves, but combined, man, you have something really handy because remember, because this is MOLLE compatible, and again, a lot of guys might put their EMT shears through the MOLLE in the front or whatever, though they're kind of getting grungy if you're doing that. I'm just going to tell you, I'd like to keep the wrapper on mine. But with this, you can vest mount it. Like I said, you can gear mount it onto some other bag that you have, some first responder bag or go bag, and you have a really good kit that you can pull down in the front or someone with you if you're down or something in a police or military situation. And of course, the military are going to get their own gear, but it is more IFAC oriented now. And so you have that, right? Your big blood stoppers, all that good stuff, and then some little medications, very little, but there you have it. As a matter of fact, just some aspirins. Whereas on the Adventure Medical kits, well-rounded, right? Way more well-rounded. It has a little more of everything, but not a lot of anything, where this kit kind of takes over. It's way good for blood stopping, things like that, yet not quite as good as for your little knickknacks and stuff. So I think this would be something great in your pack, or back, again, left at your base camp, left at your vehicle, left in your ATV. This is something on you, especially think of a hunting situation. This is something on you. You get some type of knife or gunshot wound accidentally, something happens, something goes wrong. You have something on you to at least try some blood stoppage or what have you. So combined, I love the kits, right? Both are great. I'm using them this year, $48.99 and $39.99. You can't go wrong. Both of them weigh 1 pound, roughly. This one's listed exactly 1 pound. This one's just under, I think, at 14 ounces. Don't quote me there. This is more of a nylon material that's pretty standard. Does not have any extra pockets. Does not have a way to attach anything. This one is a 900D material, which is not real common, and it does have the MOLLE straps in the back. Like I told you, you can weave through your gear. Now, what's missing from both of these kits? Well, you never know. In any tactical situation, in any first aid situation, medical situation, there's probably going to be something you don't have, right? I mean, do you get into this huge tackle box? Do you get into this huge duffel bag for your first aid gear? Not really, especially not if it's got to go on your back. Not if you're using it as your tactical gear or something like that, or using it as your hunting gear in your backpack. So I would have liked to have seen, neither kit has it, I would have liked to have seen a tourniquet, like a cat tourniquet or one of the stretch rubber band kind of tourniquets, just something to try to help with that blood loss. Also, I talked about the Quick Lot. There isn't anything like Celox or Quick Lot in here, the granules or the pads that'll help with blood stoppage. In the case of something major, could make the difference. But again, the beauty of a first aid kit is you can kind of get a factory store-built one and then add your stuff to it. So I would kind of recommend, if you feel that those products are safe, if you feel that you're trained to use those products, maybe you could go with one of those. I kind of like Quick Lot, and I'm putting it in mine, but again, I'm not a doctor, so I'm not giving you any medical advice. You do what you think is right. Another thing that I didn't see in here, but again, I would wager that most people don't know how to use, is an airway. Most of the medical kits for the military, the IFAC, the little individual first aid kit they get, it always has an airway in there. But again, I would think that most of the police, fire guys that aren't EMT certified wouldn't even know how to use them. I would venture that your buddy that you're hunting with or what have you, or your other family member doesn't know how to use that. You know, you have to get an airway in there, and it has to go through down in the lungs, not in the throat, you know, in the esophagus for your stomach. So pretty advanced piece of equipment there, but pretty standard in some of the major trauma kits, right? So a tourniquet, an airway, and some kind of blood stopper chemical. Other than that, these are great, and I'm adding those to mine. Okay, guys, remember, I've annotated it here in the video. I'll put it down in the description, campingsurvival.com. Those guys were great. I really appreciate them sending me these kits. Hope you liked the video. As always, thanks for the views and subscriptions. Keep them coming. Remember that Scout Prepper is part of a 3-channel network. We've got Scout Tactical doing the guns and gear, Scout Prepper doing the emergency preparedness stuff, and Scout Hunter doing our hunting guns, hunting gear, hunting adventures, all that good stuff. Check them all out. They're at scouttactical.com. The new website will be up within 2 weeks. I'm nearly done. And check us out on Facebook. It's all 3 channel names. So Scout Tactical, Scout Prepper, Scout Hunter. All 3 of those are on Facebook. And as always, thanks for watching.